Our top story at this hour. Junior doctors have urged the government to postpone the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test 2022 by 2 months because the counselling process for the 2021 exams is not yet over. In an online poll conducted by the Federation of All India Medical Association, over 85% voted for postponing the exams slated for May 21st. 1.5 lakh MBBS students are taking the NEET PG 2022 exam this year. The All India NEET PG counselling for 2021 shall get over by the 3rd of May, and then the state counselling shall ensue, which will probably get over by the end of May. The students say this shall not allow them to prepare for the NEET PG 2022 examination schedule because the date for that is 21st of May. What is also adding to their woes is that for the state counselling, which is the selection and reporting to the selected medical college, they have to be physically present, available, and for that they have to obviously travel to different states. There are 50% All India coach seats and the remaining 50% are the state quota seats, which offer 19,000 MD/MS seats. And to speak more on this, first up, my colleague Varshini Ramu is joining us live from Chennai. Varshini, the agitation, as it were, what are the students saying now? What is the latest in the list? Because, you know, several times they have appealed to the government to take into account what they face as a major hurdle.
Well, so that the junior doctors here in Tamil Nadu are definitely worried about the situation. As you know, the NEET PG exam for 2022 is scheduled for May 21, and it's very close by, as the counselling for 2021 NEET PG exam also is happening right now simultaneously, and there is a fear of clash of dates for the state counselling, so that they won't have time to prepare for the exams and appear, and it is definitely worrisome amongst the doctors here. And now we have with us Tamil Nadu Medical Student Association's President, Dr. Kirti Varman, with us. He will elaborate the situation to us. Hello, Doctor. Please tell us, what are the students going through, the junior doctors now who are ready to appear for the 2022 exam? What exactly are the reasons they are stating for to urging the center to postpone the exam?
Yes, the first and important issue is the few state CRRIs, that is house surgeons who have served for this people during the pandemic situation, are not allowed or not eligible for this examination. That should be rectified. See, they are the one who faced the pandemic situation for this public. The same way, the states like Kerala, Bihar, and Jammu and Kashmir, the CRA should be allowed for the examination, and the mid-rankers who are in uncertainty, they are in uncertainty, and they are the counselling, the final date of counselling is for All India quota mop-up round is May 2. The exam date is May 21. After the All India quota mop-up final round, there will be the state mop-up rounds. So, till there is no date, some states, Kerala, Bihar, and Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat, there is a date clash between the examination and the mop-up rounds. So, this should be considered. This should be considered, and immediate action should be made. And the doctors who have served for this pandemic situation for these people must be allowed, and the eligibility must be again open for these candidates, and registration must be open for these candidates and for the mid-rankers, and they should be allowed to write the examination. So the issue is, the first time this issue is arising in India. This issue arises because All India quota, the mop-up round comes only this year for the first time. Before this year, I mean the last year and all, there will be first round and second round All India. After that first round and second round All India, there will be remaining seats. Nearly 10 to 15% seats will be remaining in every state. These states will be surrendered to the same states as the respective states. The respective states will conduct the further round of counselling and mop-up rounds of counselling. This is the first time All India quota they are conducting mop-up rounds, and this made them delaying this process, and this made this pathetic situation that the doctors are facing now.
Okay, now that the students, the junior doctors are urging this, they are asking the center to postpone. Do you think, because it's a very important, delicate situation that you're all put in, do you think the government will immediately listen and they'll take immediate action? What kind of an expectation do you guys have from the center to do?
expectations that there should be adequate time given for preparation, because the period of PG preparation as it is very stressful and anxiety ridden. On top of that, with the dates coming close by, it's a period of uncertainty where mostly the mid rankers, they either wouldn't have applied for the exam with hopes of getting a seat, or those who are actually waiting for the mop up, they wouldn't know if they would get the desired seat. They might want to participate in the exam. So those candidates should also be given an opportunity to participate in the exam. And as sir already explained, the CRRIs from the 3 states who are currently not eligible, they should be made eligible because they've served the country in an important time, and their concerns should be considered, and they should be given an opportunity to apply for the examination and appear in the examination this year.
Thank you so much, doctors. So, Sudha, this is what the doctors here have to say, that the junior doctors are definitely going through a very hard time, preparing for the exam on one side. Already they are under duty working in hospitals, and apart from that, the counseling for NEET PG 2021 is also going on, and there's a date clash in many states. So this is a very delicate situation, and the center should definitely consider all these demands and make an immediate decision for this problem, is what they are saying.
Thank you so much, Varshini Ramu, for joining us on this broadcast and to speak more on it, to elaborate it. What exactly are the problems faced by junior doctors? I'm delighted to be joined by Dr. Rohan Krishnan, who is the National President of FIMA Doctors Association. Dr. Krishnan, a very, very warm welcome to you on India Ahead. This NEET PG counselling seems to be, a thorn in the flesh of doctors because it keeps coming up all the time, for the benefit of the viewers. Now, what I understand it, and because it happened in Telangana, you must have read about it, a lot of students have lost seats because of this all India mop-up, then state mop-up, the paucity of time, a complete mess as it were. Why don't you take the viewers through the timeline and as to what is the problem? Of course, preparation is a major problem, the time. But apart from that, what are the problems which are being faced by doctors?
See, the thing is that there is completely mismanagement on the part of the government in conducting the counselings. The counselling was supposed to get over by March itself, and this NEET PG 2022 exam, which was scheduled to happen in March, was delayed for 2 months, keeping in view that they will give ample amount of time for these students to get to further preparation. But presently what has happened, that 7 times All India Counselling Committee, the Medical Counselling Committee of the Health Department of Government of India, has changed the schedule and the pattern of the counselling. They have included some new items like the mop-up round will be again conducted by the All India quota. So they have, and right now, presently, NEET PG counselling is going on, NEET UG counselling is going on, NEET super speciality counselling is going on, MDS counselling is going on. So it is a situation of complete mismanagement and haphazardness on the part of the government. And this has led to a situation where the students who has to appear for an exam which is scheduled to happen on May 21 may also have to be present at some other state for physical verification, for document verification, and preparing a bank guarantee and appearing for a counselling of the previous year, because they might get a seat and they might not get a seat. See, all these formalities has to be done just to take part in the counselling.
That's
you
right.
might get a seat and you might not even get a
Exactly.
seat. So you have to prepare for both the things hand in hand, and which is becoming very cumbersome for the students.
Yeah, so, the 2 months postponement, we have seen that because owing to the pandemic, a lot of postponement was happening, where the students felt it was very, very cumbersome for them to keep adjusting to the postponement. Then to add to the woes is several counselling which is going on, which is a state, first AIQ mop-up, then the state mop-up. Then, what you said, doctor, is very, very important, that it is like punting. You may get, you may not get. That is also what has happened in Telangana, Dr. Krishnan. A lot of students have lost seats because of this same kind of a confusion. Now, let's look at it. Of course, the physical distancing. Suppose I'm in Puducherry, I have to travel to, let us say, some other state. That's going to take a lot of time for me to travel, to find a place. All that is there. What is the solution? What is the solution? Because, see, it has had a cascading or a domino effect. No, Dr. Krishnan.
See, the solution is very simple. First of all, the government has to take up the responsibility, own up for their mistakes, and make sure that whenever you start any counselling or anything, there should be a deadline for the government also. They cannot just keep on extending a counselling process. They cannot just keep on extending an admission process and take permission from Supreme Court. COVID cannot be used as a shield for all the mistakes happening in the world. One must be clear about it. See, the doctors who are set to appear for the exam are frustrated because of this. See, it is a very tough exam. Lakhs of students appear. Total seats are 30,000, 38,000 maximum. And out of that, 19,000 is for state quota. There are various kinds of reservations. There are various kinds of other shenanigans. So students has to prepare for this exam. It is a very